Hello, and welcome to a nice Automation Studio walkthrough. As we showed last time, we went through a basic walkthrough of Automation Studio. Today, we'll be going slightly more in depth in all of the features that NICE has to offer. So, let's get started. On the left side of our screen here, when you click on Built-in Services, it drops down a ton of lists of different types of services it has, and it categorizes them for you. Let's use Microsoft Office as an example. If we click on it, we can go down and it breaks it up between Excel, Outlook, and Word. And even further, if we go into Excel, it breaks it down to whether you have to have Excel open while using it, or if you don't need Excel open at all. Next are the common statements. As you can see, it has these few examples. The for each one will iterate through a list of items. If obviously goes as if something happens or if it contains something, react in a specific way. And then assign allows you to assign values to a variable that you don't already have in there. OnChange allows you to trigger an event whenever something changes. And return allows you to return a specific function. If you click on workflows, it'll drop down a list of all of them. If you create a new one by clicking the plus up here, as you can see, the second workflow now appears under your workflow tab. And if I put a step in it, when you click on workflows, it'll show you a list of all the steps. Next, let's get into callouts. So, if you click the plus button right here, or if you click a callout up here, it'll pop up in this drop-down menu, and this is what your basic callout will look like. You'll be able to design it and add things to it, but we'll go into that in another video. Next, we have our user-defined functions. If you click the plus button right here, you'll see it pops up down here. And now this is where you can drag over your statements and your functions and create your user-defined function. If you click on it here, you can show where it's used as well as the settings to it and rename it. Next, this is where you select your variables. If you click the plus button right here, and again, you can also do all of this up here, it gives you a list of options, whether you want a simple variable, a complex variable, or a list variable. For event handlers, if you click the plus right here, or again, if you do it up here, this is what a basic event handler looks like. It asks you for when an event happens, and then tell it what function to run when that event happens. Next, we have screen elements. So if we click the plus button right here, it'll close us out of Automation Studio and bring us in to whatever website we currently have open. From here, as you can see, it has boxes to select what screen element we would like to pick. And let's say I click on this one, it'll go and grab it, and then once it's captured, NICE will then pull it up like this. And now we've selected that specific screen element to use in our automation. Then lastly, we have the data collections, which once again, we won't need to worry about. And as you can see, our screen element is right here, and it's broken down into every single part and all of the different functions you can do with that screen element. Hopefully this helps you get a slightly more in-depth look into NICE Automation Studio.